pitch today, and this is also a link you can join. And our announcement is all the way on the top here. So during the pitch, we have 10 minutes in total. You have 8 minutes to pitch your ideas. The team lead or people mix match, people in your team can start pitching. And you have 2 minutes for Q&A. Hold on. And we will have hard stop at 10 minutes. Okay, so in your pitch, we covered the following things: idea overview, customer persona, with customer interviews, an AI hypothesis right here, and roadmap, preliminary mockups, whatever you have done so far. Any preliminary stuff is great. Additional progress update you want to share since we discussed in week 2. And what type of tech resources are you looking for? Expectation for your tech team to join. Okay, and the team already submit your sequence, and for any team, the developer, very important, the ones you decide to join or you're interested, you can, and the team is here, the GitHub, there's a link, hold on, different page, team link. So the different ideas are already here. So everybody go here, different ideas already here. Okay, to all the different teams who will pitch, the description of the ideas already here. Okay, next part, quick logistic overview is, hold on, I think there is, and now where do they enter the interesting form if they're engineers, they're interested?
It should be my last link.
This one?
No, if you go to, Cohort 6 developer, if you go how to join engineers and data scientists, that last paragraph, there's a form down there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next time, ask, give the link to Mala, so everything stay in the same place. Okay. So engineers, click this link. Anil, can you put it in the link in the chat?
Yes. I'll do that.
Okay. So everyone enter, if the team match engineers, everybody you enter all this information. Okay. So pick your top 3 teams. All right, and then Anil Thomas, who is our tech recruiter, he's going to match you with a specific team based on personal interest. Okay, so now without further ado, let's start the pitch. At the same time, I also have the sequence. This link has the sequence. Give me a second. There is a sequence Mala sent to me. Let me put the sequence in the chat so you guys will have it. Reservation. Okay, so let me put the sequence right here. Everyone make a copy, response. Perfect. The sequence response is here. Okay, so let me share my screen again. The response is here, so which means that's your sequence. Okay, so let me put the sequence in the chat as well. I believe the same sequence is also here. Okay, just remind everyone, here's a sequence of today's presentation right here. Okay, all the logistics are done. We got everything ready. Sequence here, developer link. We will drop. Anil Thomas will drop in the post. Okay, so let's go. And cool. Based on the sequence, the slot. Requesting a multiple presenter. Yes, I just enable present. Hold on. Jason, you request number 1?
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right, great. So let's go. So, I will say everyone, you come to the sheet we put in the chat and also Discord channel. If you're the next, just get ready. Okay, and 8 minutes presentation, 2 minutes Q&A, and I'm going to have hard stop at 10 minutes. So timer start. Let's go, Jason.
Good morning. Last week, I spoke with Crystal from Strive CLT, which I sit on the board, and she told me something that stopped me cold. Her nonprofit spends 30 hours writing a grant application for $10,000. That's less than minimum wage for work that might not even succeed. Meanwhile, 3 miles away, there's another nonprofit doing identical work, spending another 30 hours in the same grant. Combine that 60 hours of human potential spent on paperwork instead of feeding kids, housing families, or teaching skills. In 2025, while tech companies use AI to optimize ad clicks, nonprofits still read through long requirement docs. We can fix this. I'm Jason, and our team is building GrantLens, not just another grant tool, but an intelligence layer that reads, scores, and writes grants while nonprofits focus on their actual mission. This is our amazing team. Our product team has decades of experience. Myself, CC, Saurav, Joe, and our wonderful design team, Katie and Chewon, have been doing great, hitting the ground running the last couple of weeks and getting things up to par. So again, there's 300,000 nonprofits that spend 20 plus hours per application with only 30% success rate. They read 50-page RFPs, these requirements docs manually. They guess if they qualify, then they spend days writing applications for grants they might not even be eligible for. We're building an intelligence layer that doesn't exist, reading the requirements, scoring it, generating a complete application. And in the future, we're going to be tying in AI agents, which I'm going to get to in a little bit. And so I'm going to go ahead and pass it to Katie, who's going to go ahead and go through our customer personas and our journey map.
So to ensure that we're building the right tool, we focused on three main users for GrantLens. So first is Sarah. She's our development director. She manages lots of grants, but needs to know quickly if her grant is worth time. And then we have James. He runs a small nonprofit, and he writes grants on the weekends and needs to show a clear ROI before diving in. And then Maria, she's a freelance grant writer. She knows that she could grow her business if only she could work faster. So ultimately, all three of them struggle with the same problem, which is what we're trying to solve for. They're wasting too much time and they're not using enough smart tools to help them be successful. So our research on the grant application journey revealed a process that is currently overwhelming and defined by frustration and anxiety. And that is what Sarah, James, and Maria face every single time they apply for a grant. So users are overwhelmed looking through too many irrelevant grants, confused by dense and complex eligibility documents, and frustrated by time-consuming and repetitive writing. They're usually nervous about compliance and their completeness when they're submitting that. So we're transforming this journey using AI at almost every step. So AI extraction to clarify requirements, AI generation for prompt proposals, and AI checks for compliance. So this moves your user from being fearful to being confident in what they submit.
Thank you so much, Katie. So let's get into some of the voice of the customer interviews. We had several one-on-one interviews as a team with some folks. Crystal High, who I sit on a board with Strive CLT. She has 20 years nonprofit experience. When we presented the idea, she goes, "This is groundbreaking. We spend 25 to 30 hours on applications worth only $5,000 to $30,000. That FIS score, as she said, was huge. Being able to have awareness of readily accessible grants would be super helpful. 85% of grant questions seem to be the same. We're constantly reviewing prior applications stored randomly in Google Drives or email. A composite application storage system would be invaluable." Then we get down to Patricia Hoke. She's a former grant professional on both sides of the fence. She says the play-to-play nature of grant directories like foundation directories, $130 to $220 a month, creates a huge barrier. Most nonprofits can't even afford to find grants, let alone write them. And same thing she gives about being able to find and reuse applications. She kind of concurs with Crystal's point of view. And then we got to Sharmila. Nonprofits spend 60% of their time on grant seeking. They're manually searching, reading these long, complex RFPs, and 70% of applications fail at the first review. The inefficiencies in the current system are staggering. The process is largely manual, limited tools to automate. Fit scoring or document generation integration with database is simply non-existent. And she's actually volunteered to actually help test this along with my partners at Strive CLT. And so as far as the AI hypothesis is concerned, we went from problem discovery where nonprofits are wasting too much time on this process. AI can read the grants and score them. We've got the data strategy from grant PDFs, nonprofits, and even communicating with some of the grant APIs out there like grants.gov. Proof of concept, which I'm going to show you in just a second, and a validation. Customer interviews confirm what we thought from the beginning. And so I was able to get this interacting with grants.gov. This is a public API. You can see in the HTTP client here, we're getting data that can come back and enrich our AI models, being able to help with that metadata that's used for a lot of these government grants, a true 18-page RFP on the right-hand side, a government grant. And I use that to be able to go ahead and set up an actual JS client and be able to connect. You can see I'm connected to the open mini GPT 4.0 mini API here. And when we actually set this up with a JS client, let me pause for a minute. What's going to be super important here is the ability to do prompt engineering. You have to be able to access these LLMs and be able to talk to them in such a way that really helps generate and pull these requirements out. So you can see it says you are a meticulous grants analyst, extract explicit requirements only. And so when I fast forward, I'm not going to play the whole video, but you can see that we have a JS extractor here. And when I do analyze PDF under 2 minutes, come on, there we go. I was able to get the requirements extracted back to the UI from our local host, which proves our actual AI hypothesis that this is possible via API keys directly to ChatGPT. Our development roadmap, there's a 5-week MVP. We're trying to be optimistic here. Above the line, we have PDF upload we like to do in text extraction, requirements identification, display requirements list, and basic web interface. And then below the line, would love to get the scoring algorithm done in this 5-week time frame, but then being able to do document generation. Our multi-year strategy, we want to get into the AI agent revolution next year, agentic AI, LangChain. So that's something that we really want to be able to deploy and then we want to get good in the nonprofit space and then expand it out to other potential areas like SBA loan, state grants. And aside from that, I will go ahead and pass quickly because I know I'm running low on time to our UI flow and then wrap this up in a second. Chaewon put together a great demo video that explains the whole thing.
Hi, I'm Chaewon, and I will be showing you guys the low fidelity prototype of GrantLens with our core MVP features. So here's the dashboard with our upload button right here. Once you click it, the user can upload grants by pasting URL here, or they can drag and drop files. We support PDF and Microsoft documents. And this is the processing page where it shows how the AI is analyzing the grant. It will show extracted information below here. Once it's done, it shows the whole analysis. Here will be the basic information and the extracted requirements with the citation, with the citations that links to the source page and section. Here's the fit score to show if it is the strong match or not. The score breakdown shows if the criteria passes or not, shows the missing info, and if the user wants more detailed scoring rationale, they can always click on the See Why button right here. Once the user saves and exit, it will be saved under the applications section. But once they continue, it navigates to the customization section. So here the user can upload their relevant documents like their project files that are related to this grant, and AI will analyze the documents and highlight the important parts that stand them out as strong applicants. Here they can select the application type, number of pages, they can adjust tone of voice, adjust the section and max word count, and also they can select citation style they want. Once they generate application, it shows here, and they can always review and edit by clicking this edit button. And yeah, once they're ready to go, they can export this application as PDF or a Word file.
Perfect. So what you just saw was the MVP, but what's really exciting, a nonprofit can upload 10 grants before they leave on a Friday, Monday morning, 10 complete compliant cited applications. That's our future vision of being able to tie in these AI agents in the future. Skills needed, of course, are front end, React, Next.js. Python Flask would be super awesome in the backend layer. Redis in the future for cache storing. OpenAI model integration, which I just showed you we were able to do as a POC. And then, of course, I talked about the AI agents, being able to create an autonomous agent swarm, an analyst agent, research agent, writer agent, reviewer agent, PMA learning agent. If you want to do something that's cool, work on prompt engineering and be able to get into the future and, something that maybe is, you would say grant writing is maybe boring. It's super exciting when we can give tools to people to really make a difference in the world. Thank you for listening to our pitch.
Very good pitch, but you're over time. 30 seconds. Anyone have any questions so that you can decide you want to join or not?
Yeah.
If no question, we're going to move to the second RSVP, and I believe it's what's the name? Car Team 2 True Lens.
Trust Lens. But
Trust Lens.
do we have access to the presentation? Can I share?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
All
you
right.
can share.
Sorry, I thought I asked for it. Okay. All right. Cool.
Start.
All right. So is everyone able to see my screen?
It's loading.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. All right. I'm going to get started here. Thank you all for listening to our pitch. There's a huge team behind this that put this together. Unfortunately, our designers are not able to present today due to unavoidable circumstances, but I can assure you that hard at work trying to surface trust out. So the way you should think about trust lens is more like we are the operating system for AI, but trust operating system for AI. So the way I want you to imagine this is think about SSL standardized secure browsing when you visit a website. Our goal is to be able to standardize trust in AI systems the same way. So that's our vision, and that's the mission we are after. Now, before we actually think about what the product vision is and mission is, we need to ask ourselves the question, does trust really matter? And if so, how and why? What we are focused on is trust matters in AI. We all know, we all talk about ethical concerns and bias concerns, but at the end of the day, we also know AI products and AI apps won't adopt, consumers won't adopt AI unless it feels safe and fair. At the same time, on the other side of the equation, builders need to prove responsibility without a heavy lift. So TrustLens AI bridges both by helping users see fairness and what matters to them and builders delivering it. I'll go back to the padlock analogy for SSL. Our goal is to signal to users that they recognize instantly as safe to engage. Now, what is our product solution really about? There are multiple features in the roadmap, but at the core of it, we want to aggregate AI governance signals, and it could be different things. It could be fairness, safety, compliance, or explainability, depending upon the use case, into a unified trust layer, and then translate those governance checks into visible proof, right? It could be badges, checklists, confidence indicators, composite scores in the future. We also want to be able to provide APIs and SDKs for builders to easily incorporate and surface those trust signals at the point of consumption. And that's the biggest value proposition we are having or we are showing is really trust at the point of consumption. And also making sure that governance can scale effectively with the fastest signal to value for builders and buyers of these products. Now, on the right-hand side, you will see a competitive quadrant. There are a lot of tools, don't get me wrong. There are many tools, but where we are focused on is on the compliance. There are many tools in the compliance and some of them, some point tools on the adoption side. Where you see TrustLens is a category defining segment where we are focused on surfacing visible signals to drive adoption. That is really what our value prop is. And based on our analysis thus far, we haven't seen any product out there. So we're building something that doesn't exist today. All right, Ulka, do you want to take over the personas, please?
Yeah. So based on the voice of customer survey, right, we have identified the two main personas for this MVP. The very first persona we have is a Jordan, who is a consumer, who is a digital technologist and who is a heavy content reader, and his day-to-day work revolves around the reading the contents from the AI chatbot, Twitters or Reddit or anywhere from wherever he can get the information. But his pain points are the inconsistent or misleading the content recommendation information or wasting the time on the relevant and low credibility AI suggestions. So his distrust in AI leads to his frustration that sometimes he wants to access some applications or products, but then since he is not able to trust the way he wanted to, that's the reason here we are trying to address those pain points which we have identified, so that we can propagate with our goal to receive the credible and trustworthy information about the emerging technologies, have the AI system that feels personalized and adapt his interests with the constant input, spend less time on filtering and biased on low quality content. Okay, that's what we are trying to achieve our goal. Our next persona is the Alex, who is a AI PM. In his day-to-day life, he is a product manager at the mid-size AI for startup company, and he balances the rapid feature delivery with increasing the pressure from the users, partners, and the regulators to prove whether the AI safety and reliability. His pain points are basically the spending a lot of time on the regulatory frictions laws, and the one bad AI output can destroy the user trust instantly. So he wants to improve that. That's the reason our goal for from the AI PM persona perspective to deliver the AI features that are auditable, sales high in performing, integrate trust and fairness metrics into the development pipelines, provide visible proof to the users and partners that AI outputs are related. The safety and regulatory and interval reviews requirement losing the agility. So he is looking for the trustable application wherein he can ship the trustworthy features. So based on the hypothesis, what we have received the output is that this is what the insights we have today. The we will be providing the badges and signal which will increase the initial curiosity and the first time use. The depth of trust we will try to increase by providing the stack signals and sources and certification that will deepen the confidence. Sustained retention, confirm reliability, confirm initial use into long-term retention, and the recovery and transparency, wherein we are trying to provide the transparency during the mistakes effectively rebuilds to rebuild the confidence of the user. So this is what we have gained based on the voice of customer interviews. Over to you, Kranti.
Okay, thank you. All right, so we talked at a very high product level. We have a carefully crafted go-to-market to be able to make sure that we can satisfy the personas. There will be multiple personas across this platform approach, but we want to make this very tangible and realistic for you to be able to do a demo today that is applicable to real world. So we are doing content moderation. So think about it as responsible content moderation for consumers, not just content moderation the way it exists today. Think about any social media platform, Twitter, Reddit. It's not that they can detect harmful content. Where we are focused on is making sure that the user cares about fairness and how we can deliver that fairness as a visible proof at the point of consumption, right? Fairness or even compliance for that matter. So TrustLens bridges this gap by making fairness and compliance visible at the point of consumption. For builders like Alex, it's about automating fairness checks, the compliance mapping and audit logging without requiring new infrastructure or retraining. That's where the Alex AI PM persona wants plug and play so that his shipping features doesn't get delayed or slowed down. So that is what our business use case about. Now, we also want to talk to you about the demo flow on how we're going to get this product to life. So I would initially go from left to right. Source integration, we want to be able to integrate with sources to get data. Then we run the toxicity model. Then we run the fairness checker, and the output of which goes into the compliance mapper. And from there, the trust signal engine, composites all of the signals received, and then bubbles it up for the trust experience that the consumer is looking for. And there is audit trail and persistence for any future retrieval of these audits to ensure that the models are being audited the right way. So on the source integration point, what we're doing is we're doing a civil comments data set initially just to get the demo going. Ideally, we would like to do an integration with Reddit comment stream via APIs. That's our goal for the source integration to make sure this is real world. On the toxicity model, we are looking at Hugging Face consider a couple of options. One is the Hugging Face bird classifier or the Robototoxic. There are a couple of other options too. We would love to get your inputs to figure out and finalize the decision on that one. Because we are focused on this demo on the fairness aspect of it, there are a couple of fairness metrics that we are going after, which is gender, religion. By using frameworks like Fair Learn and AIF 360 that exist out there, they're open source. Then for the compliance mapper, what we're doing is we're using Gemini LLM, and we will ingest EU AI Act and NEST document repositories to be able to do the compliance mapping through a policy agent. And then on the surfacing the trust out, we will look at fast API service. And because these trust layers, stackable trust layers, need to be interactive, we are looking at React and Tailwind as a combination to be able to achieve that. And the persistence will happen through SQLite. Also, when we're talking about the compliance mapping, we're also thinking about the vector DB as a Chroma DB for the vector repository. Now, I'm not going to sit here and run through the rest of the layers, but this should be ample evidence on the level of thinking that has gone in to be able to make this turn this proof concept into proof that this will work in the real world. We're obviously not trying to take care of every use case. In the future, there will be other ones. All right, so this is the technology stack. That's a multi-agent RAG framework for surfacing the trust signals. And we already talked most of the stack. We have a carefully crafted 8-week demo plan to be able to do that.
Very much over time.
Okay, sorry about that. Okay, all right.
Okay. 10 seconds, wrap up. What do you want to say?
Well, what I'll say is that join us in making AI trustworthy one signal at a time. We are a team built for impact. We are uniting design, product, and engineering around trust. This is a category defining segment with fully vetted out proof point that we know will work for sure for the demo.
Cool. Okay. And 30 seconds. Any question from developers or data scientists? Because you need to choose you want to join this team or not. Feel free to unmute yourself if you want to ask a question.
Yep.
Is there any previous work that has been done about the explainability of the LLMs?
We are not solving for the heavy lift of the LLM explainability itself. The goal is for us to integrate governance frameworks or governance platforms, and we take the signal and bubble it up into a trust layer. So explainability already has, if they already the tools that match that, we want to take those raw data inputs and bubble it up into a trust signal.
Okay, thank you. And at the abstract level, what is going to be our product?
So it is the different layers we talked about. At the core of it, it is the unified trust layer that will aggregate all the governance signals. And there is a signal translation layer, which takes those raw governance signals into a trustable signal, and then the visual layer that actually publishes the visual trust in the app itself for consumers to look at.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for the question.
Okay, so next one, let's go. If something's interesting for the RSVP, if everybody clicks the link, I have Sarah, you choose first. Why would 3 people choose first? Very awkward. How could 3 people choose first?
Dr. Nancy Lee, I am from Team Mira. We did not submit the RSVP form and we just submitted it and only allow us to choose first or 11th. So that's why there is some duplication here.
And then you go 11th. Oh, okay. You're too late, RSVP. So let's go through the normal sequence submission. Okay. So we did hold on. Third is Bright Path, Sarah's team.
Okay, great. Let me share my screen. All right, good morning, everyone. Thank you for your time today. We have a great team of PMs and designers. We're going to share about BrightPath. So BrightPath is an AI-powered school discovery and comparison platform, and all parents want the best for their child. So BrightPath is here to help parents in their children's K through 12 academic journey. So while there are elements of this concept today, there isn't really an all-in-one product that brings everything together in this way. So BrightPath aims to simplify the school selection process by providing a centralized platform that leverages AI to compare schools fairly, transparently, and helping parents make informed decisions. So our customer personas are parents searching for schools, real estate agents, as well as educational consultants. So schools are promoting, as well as schools promoting programs and real estate agencies using our data insights. So our first persona, which are parents, which would be the primary users, and the pain point for them is that they're overwhelmed by a fragmented, biased school information and lack of personalization currently when searching for schools. They need a single trustworthy platform that simplifies school discovery as well as comparison. And the value in BrightPath is that it provides a personalized AI-powered recommendation, side-by-side comparisons to help them make confident, data-driven school choices. Our second persona would be customer schools. So they'd be our partners and could also be customers. The pain point for them would be the struggle to reach the right families and stand out in competitive markets. The need for them would be insight into what parents value, as well as new digital channels for qualified leads. And the value of BrightPath for them would be verified profiles, visibility through search and comparison results, as well as analytics on family interests to improve the admissions outreach. Our third persona would be our real estate partners, and the pain points for them would be the lack of reliable, up-to-date school data for family buyers. Their need would be integrated tools that connect property searches with school insights, and the value for them would be that BrightPath would enable seamless homes near top schools experiences via API widgets or co-branded integrations, helping agents attract and retain family clients. So we were able to get a good amount of voice of customer interviews. So I just wanted to summarize some of our key insights from that. So parents rely heavily on word of mouth as well as scattered online data. So they have to spend hours of piecing together information of schools from different sources. And the top frustrations we found was centered on fragmented data, a lack of authentic feedback, and difficulty getting personalized answers, like, for example, a local lottery, school rules, or nearby housing. We found that the top decision factors went way beyond academics. They actually went to school culture, diversity, safety, as well as location. And for the we also found that gave a strong, or the answers were a strong validation of BrightPath's core features, which were 80% of respondents wanted a side-by-side school comparison tool, while 90% would wanted a chat box for personalized school questions. And then in terms of purchase behavior, most users are open to paying $1 to $20 for one-time access if they felt that the data was reliable, visual, as well as transparent. Lost my cursor for a second. All right, so I also just want to share our AI hypothesis. So at BrightPath, our core belief is that artificial intelligence can revolutionize the school search journey. And by delivering AI-driven insights, we aim to empower parents and ensure sustainable platform growth. So the key features are the AI-powered recommendations, the side-by-side comparisons, the ability to do a natural language search, as well as parent reviews and verified data, and the interactive maps and commute analysis. So for our roadmap, we have a focused 8-week plan, which is displayed here. So you can see it all. Which is displayed here to help rapidly build the core MVP and integrate AI capabilities, culminating in a live pilot with early adopters. So our outcome for week 4 would be the parents can search, filter, and compare schools with a reliable data set. And then by week 8 to launch the MVP in a target metro area with parent testing, as well as collect structured feedback and measure adoption metrics. So the outcome would be a live MVP in market with real parent feedback, AI assistant working, and the first analytic insights captured. All right, so this is the first of several mock-ups that we're going to share. Here's the home page where parents would be able to select the Get Started to begin their search. And if they scroll down more, they can learn about schools in different categories, and they could also learn about how the process actually works on the site. And then once they hit Get Started, parents would then be prompted to answer a series of questions by selecting one of the choice cards here. And there's also a status bar viewable at the top, so they would be able to see how far along they are in the questions. And they also have the option to skip a question if the question is not applicable to them. They would also have the option to add any additional information in plain text or natural language via the agent Lumi here. And they would also, so they would also, apologies. So they would click this willing to chat, and then this chat box would come up for them to add any additional information in plain text. So lastly, then they would be presented with side-by-side comparisons of their schools based on their input preferences. So in summary, an overview of the workflow is the user will input preferences by answering a series of questions into the Gen AI agent. The recommendations would appear in a side-by-side comparison format. And users would have the editing ability, will have editing ability if they're not able to or not interested in an option that is populated. They'll also have the ability to save their list if they are interested, and parents will be able to save their favorite tool. And I'm way over time, so I'm going to stop there. But I'll just quickly share the tech stack here. And pretty much the purpose is the AI layer would be for the conversational agent and recommendations. The purpose of the front end would just be, or back end would be for authentic data storage as well as APIs. Purpose for the front end would be for responsive modern app UI. The data layer would provide verified searchable data for the MVP, and then integrations. But I'll stop there since I'm way over. I think I'm way over time. But yes, and I just want to share the skills and expectations. Thank you.
Great. 30 seconds. Any engineers have any questions? Developers, data scientists, any questions?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Firstly, I thank you for the presentation. That was very great. Will the product include the overall curriculum or brochure of the respective schools?
Yes, that will be one of the features so there will be school profiles as well. And thank you for that question. Yes, and we would like to include the curriculum, which we'll hopefully get from the APIs from the Department of Education API or Great Schools.
Okay. This product is about inquiring everything online, and there is no in-person opportunity to visit a parent to the school. Is it so? So everything
Correct.
inquiry will be in in the platform itself. So it's like that.
Yes, exactly. Yep. They'll be able to get all the information online, though we will include like contact information for the school so the parent can reach out to the school directly to set up a visit or open house information and so forth.
Rather visiting to the like on site, yeah.
Yes, yep, exactly.
Okay, I understand. Thank you. Thanks for the answer.
Oh, yes, thank you. And thank everyone for your time.
Cool. Yeah, this app, as I personally will use, I think you should buy with, it's not that complex to build, but also with great purpose, and also use lots of RAG other stuff. Good technology. I think this one have the GTM is very straightforward. Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Let's do next one. And the next team, get ready. You know who is next.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
me, Judy.
Judy, let's go.
Yeah, can you see my screen?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
Currency, you're still sharing your screen. Maybe you can stop sharing.
Oh, sorry. I don't know how that works.
You took other people's thunder. But anyway, so the overtime, let's go. Let me reset timer.
Okay, yeah. Okay, thank you everyone for your time to join me with the product walkthrough of Style Pilot powered by Smart Closet AI. So the problem comes from every morning I stand in front of my closet and feel like I have nothing to wear, even though it's full. I believe this is the inner voice of every single girl, or maybe man as well. The stylist usually costs $200 to $500 per hour, and the consumers are easily falling into a shopping fatigue while they're buying new and more instead of reusing. The Gen Z and the millennials, they want sustainability. So the solution we are providing is Style Pilot, your personal AI styling co-pilot, 24 hours, 7 days, and bring confidence in every outfit. So it starts from scan and digitize your closet, and the AI can provide a daily outfit recommendation based on the weather and the occasion. And then the AI can provide a virtual try-on with your body silhouette. So let's say 18 degrees morning meeting, can you provide me with some options? And also the AI can provide some customized recommendations. For example, give me $50 Zara version of $500 Prada look, or show me 3 ways to restyle my old pair of jeans. The market and users are primarily young professionals and Gen Z who are aging between 22 to 42-year-old, style conscious and budget aware. The secondary could be parents and event-driven users. So the parents have to handle the husband, wife, kids closet season by season, which is super overwhelming. The market is huge. It's a 1.2 trillion global fashion e-commerce, and it's easy to get early adopters. For example, the TikTok or Instagram, they already have the fashion bloggers posting their OOTDs every day. So how it works? So it starts with the inputs of the closet scan, your body profile, your style preference, the weather, events, or even your mood. The AI cores have 4 components. Number 1, the vision model that can auto-tag your clothes. Number 2, an outfit generator based on rules and embeddings. Number 3, a 2D virtual try-on in the MVP, or maybe a 3D avatar in phase 2. And number 4 is the RAG chat-based stylist co-pilot. So the outputs could be your daily outlooks, the event preparation, or some shopping links. So this is the high-level architect. In the front end, we have the web and the mobile UI, and also the user authentication, and also the input data. And also in backend, we have the APIs and the database. So in the AI layer, we have 4 components I just walked through. They are vision tagger, the outfit recommendation, which is context-aware styling, and also the RAG chatbot can provide some feedback learning loop. And the number 4 is the virtual try-on. So this is the initial system design. So I'm not going to go deeper into the system design. What I want to emphasize here is this is created by a senior engineer in Amazon. So I have some connections that's working as the senior engineer in the fan company. So if you join my team, you will never feel alone. You can always get the mentorship or guidance from the senior people from the fan company. And we can try our best to provide whatever you need. Why now and why us? Demand, demand, demand. The fashion e-commerce growing really fast. And the Gen Z wants personalization and sustainability. Number 2, the AI models are more consumer ready. Number 3, the competitors such as StyleDNA or Stitch Fix, they are focusing on shopping and buying more, but we are focusing on reusing and closet first. Number 4, we have an AI startup mindset. So it won't be the end after 11 weeks. We are keeping enhancing our product and going to market. Team culture. So we have a global team with shared vision. We promote the culture of ownership, async collaboration, fast iteration, and a startup mindset. We have already onboarded 4 PMs with decades of industry experience and technical knowledge, and 3 designers with innovation mindset and fashion taste. What we are looking for is 1 front-end developer that can handle mobile or web UI and the user login. 1 backend engineer that can handle API and database. And we hope have at least 1 AI engineer and 1 data scientist can handle the 4 AI components: vision tagging, recommendation, virtual try-on, and the rec chatbot. Call to action. I want to deliver an MVP with the closet scan, outfit generation, and a virtual try-on in the next 2 months. And our goal is to leverage AI, make styling more sustainable, personal, and affordable. How we make the money? We can do a freemium for up to 10 clothes photos, and then we can charge $9.99 per month if we want to upload more photos. So I have an amazing team help me with do the voice of customers interviews, the customer personas, the AI validation, the Gantt chart, and even the roadmap and the key milestones for the next 7 weeks. Due to the time constraints, I'm not going to walk through them in this meeting, but I have uploaded the slides into the Google Documents of the team match. And thank you so much for your attention. I welcome the developers to join us as a global and diverse team of designers, PMs, and AI innovators. And let's build a product that merging fashion, sustainability, and AI together to make the world a better place. So this is the demo for me, but I do have a lead designer, Rensen. He has some initial UI design that can do a quick demo for 1 minute. So Rensen, I'm handing over to you.
Okay, thank you, Judy, and welcome, guys. This is our product. So actually, this is our homepage where the user get the outfit of the day according to his calendar and the weather. So now this is the your outfit of the day according to your agenda there. Then down below we have the recent outfit where the AI will categorize your outfit according to the occasion, maybe office, date nights, gym. Over here now we have our chatbot where the user will interact with the model. First, actually you can have a voice, or if you prefer texting, there you can have a way to chat to the chatbot. Then I can go ahead and suggest, let me say, let's pick an outfit for the today. So you can suggest something, then you can preview it. So it will show you something similar that you're looking for. If you are satisfied with it, you can go ahead with it. Then on the top, you can manually shuffle according to your wardrobe. So you can click here, it will shuffle for you. You can give you recommendation. So if you like this style, you can go with it. So actually our product scans your wardrobe, and you can have an opinion to get an overview of what you have on your closet. Maybe you can see we have these t-shirts. So this is just a product page. You can show you what you have on your wardrobe. So yeah. So thank you, guys. This is our product, and we hope you can get good developers and data scientists to achieve this our goal. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Rensen. And I think we have 1 minute. We can open for questions.
Very good. This is a very on-time presentation and very clear. I just want to use myself. I said no women want to use it. It's very fun. Cool. Any question for anybody?
Hi Judy, thank you for the presentation. I just wanted to confirm that is this like a personal styling assistant or a broader for fashion recommendation ecosystem?
Yeah, I think it's both. So basically, we have like 4 components, right? So we have the vision tagger that can tag your clothes in your closet. And then we have a recommendation system that can recommend your outfit based on where are you going and also the weather. And then we have a virtual try on, so which means that you can try on the recommendation based on your body layout, like a 2D in MVP and the 3D maybe in phase 2. And also it's a RAG chatbot as Renson demoed. Yeah, so basically we have, I would say it's both.
Yes, thank you.
No problem.
So great, cool. Very much on time. This perfect example. Be on time. Give a great pitch. So next team, get ready. I believe, I think is True North. Team 1, True North. I think Sarah's team. It's the other Sarah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm Sarah. Hi, everyone.
You want to get ready? Yeah.
I am ready.
Let's go.
All right. Hi, I'm Sarah. I have a background as a product manager in health tech, and I'm also a licensed therapist, and I've worked for years as a career coach. I'm here to talk to you about True North, which is an end-to-end career coaching platform with an AI coach interface, which will take someone from uncertainty to a career plan with actionable steps and accountability along the way. As you know, jobs are disappearing. Many of you are here today feeling some of these pain points. The traditional, like, get a degree, get a job, retire trajectory seems to be broken. People are anxious, young people, it's impacting their mental health. People need better tools and they need help. Our solution is an AI career co-pilot. It is always available with a chat-first interface. It guides someone through assessing their skills and their next steps, nudging them along the way and getting them to that interview. It's not just a resume tool, though. There's lots of like resume tools, interview coaches, job matchers. This is about all the things that happen before then. Our target users are primarily going to be career changers and mid-career pivots, but we could also look at trying to help young college students and fitting people with emerging jobs. We'll talk a little bit about the pain points that we're trying to address, things like, I don't know what role fits me. Our product will synthesize their values and skills and constraints and interests into a clear profile to help them navigate that. Other pain points like, I don't want to chase down a role that's disappearing. We'll have up-to-date labor insights, not just like what's available at a career center at someone's college, but what's really happening in the job market. And if someone's moving towards a job that is dying, they will be able to see that insight through like a heat score. Let's look at what some of people are saying that are experiencing these pain points. OK Operations Reddit user posts, this is a young professional in tech. They feel stuck between the security of their current path and the pull towards something more fulfilling. Any insights or experiences would be greatly appreciated. This person's reaching out for help. They get 3 mediocre responses. They're clearly not getting their needs met. Maui 96 is a healthcare professional. They want to pivot out of a demanding field. They don't even know. They say, I'm not sure where to even begin. It's overwhelming. And some of our user personas, Dana would represent a high-performing professional who's accomplished everything she set out to, but she feels disconnected from finding meaning in her work. True North would help Dana, or people like Dana, reframe success and find a direction that aligns with their values and not just with their resume. Jordan, we would call him the course corrector. He's an early career professional. Maybe he set off in the wrong direction. He feels like he needs a change, but he feels paralyzed by the uncertainty. He's not sure what to do. He regrets some of his decisions. True North would help people like him identify realistic pivots and make sense of their skills and build a plan in incremental steps so it feels less overwhelming. And Maya represents the mid-career professional who wants to rebuild but doesn't want to start from scratch. So they have a lot of skills and responsibilities. It would help them transfer those skills and strengths into new opportunities and move forward with confidence. Here's an overview of some of our key features. The AI coach acts as a guide through the entire process, always there, proactive and not reactive. The assessments, questionnaires are engaging, and there's smart job matching. It provides a personalized roadmap and helps the person map out step by step along the way and providing guidance and accountability. For example, let's get that informational interview done this week. What day are you going to get that done at? It nudges you and checks back in. How did that go? Moving them along in a clear direction. You can see some of those in our mock-ups. So this is an outline of what the chat interface could be like. We're looking at using both text and voice. And this is how someone could kind of visualize how they would move along, which would help with breaking down the overwhelm. They know where they're at in their journey. They know what their next steps are. And we would match them with jobs, giving them information about why is it a good fit for them, help them know how they can continue to explore, and a heat score. So if they know they're moving in the direction of a job that's not really very marketable right now, they would at least understand that. Our AI hypothesis, we have the AI first career coach, proactive conversational agent, learns each user's strengths and values and goals to deliver personalized career guidance. There's AI-powered insights using live labor market data and RAG retrieval to surface high-fit roles and trends and opportunities in real time. And AI would support the accountability loop, providing intelligent nudges, follow-ups, and always know where the person is at in their journey. Here's an outline of our roadmap. We would also we want to collaborate with our engineers. We have a couple of folks with engineering background on the team, and we think it's important to get their input and collaborate on how we want to move forward with building the MVP. So this is a possible outline. And here's our lovely team. We have a collection of designers and product managers with a variety of rich experience. We're looking for full stack, front end, back end, and a data scientist to help us build this end-to-end product. Remember that this is the reality. The traditional roadmap of going to school and getting a job is broken. AI and automation are reshaping entry-level work while creating roles that don't yet have clear pathways, which is why this bootcamp exists, for example. Layoffs and volatility have become part of the fabric of working life, and yet our tools haven't caught up. We have plenty of platforms to help you polish your resume and practice an interview and optimize your LinkedIn, and that is not enough for many people who are confused and not sure of their next direction. We're excited to have you join the team. I have an overview of the competitive landscape. There is no end-to-end competitive product. Yes, you can talk to ChatGPT. It's going to give you really linear results because it's an LLM. It's going to, if I ask it, I want to leave product management, what's a good fit for me? And I say, I want to help people more. It says, be a user researcher. It's very A plus B equals C. What if I want to own a coffee shop? And an expanded competitive landscape. All right, I'll pause there so we can make time for questions. I'm really excited to build this and hopefully help some people.
Another great example of perfect timing. Okay, anyone have any questions?
Yeah, I had a question. Firstly, thank you, Sarah. That was an exciting presentation from your end. You said that this product is different from ChatGPT. As we prompt it, it gives different perspective. I mean, for the different people. However, we prompt it. So, how do you think this product would be different from other platforms, like how they customize the LinkedIn, put in the resume, get the feedback, or a scorer? How do you think this would be a more better choice, rather compared to other platforms, be it an intern shala we have?
So yeah, so once those things happen, someone knows what they want. They're looking at jobs and they know what they want to interview for. There's a lot of stuff that happens before that point, before you get to know what job you're applying for, and there's no tools in that space besides paying for an expensive career coach, which on average is $150 to $300 an hour. Talking to ChatGPT, which I said is going to give you linear. It doesn't have. We'll have a knowledge base drawing from my background as a career coach to add to the LLM to enrich it. And there's just like so many steps that need to happen before someone is ready to polish up their LinkedIn profile.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. All right, if there's no other questions, thanks everyone.
Nancy, you are on mute, I think.
I'm on mute. Okay, cool. Thank you. All right. Perfect timing, perfect presentation. And I have a team who want to move up their presentation earlier, but you didn't reserve your spot. So whoever will move up, you need that team behind you who is willing to switch your spot. Okay. We want to respect people's early take the spot, for the process. Okay, cool. Now, yeah, just ping other who is behind you who want to exchange your spot, so move your spot earlier. Spacelift AI. Is this the name company?
Yes. So I have changed from Organize AI to Spacelift AI to elevate the name itself.
Mahima, I don't see your team. Your idea got killed by me.
Yeah.
So you don't get a pitch today. I'm sorry. Your idea got killed by me. You don't have enough PM join your team.
No. I already have
How many?
2 PM and 2 designers in my team.
Including you, the 3?
Yeah. I have
Okay.
Denise, Teja, and 2 designers, Ayush and Mayuresh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. You get a pitch today. Go ahead.
Okay. Should I go?
Yeah.
Sorry, can we restart the timer or is it already on?
No, that's the old one.
Okay, sorry. So let me share my screen. Hope everyone can see my screen. Okay, so Spacelift AI. So what is Spacelift AI? So it is an app, a mobile app to elevate your home space and your lifestyle. And this is going to be presented by me, and my team has Denise Ayush and Mayuresh Teja. So what is Spacelift AI? So it is an intelligent home organization that's going to help anybody transform their cluttered space in their home into AI-powered solutions to declutter, optimize layouts, and recommend products to elevate their space. So what I'm going to cover today is my core user segmentation, voice of customer insights, and what is the hypothesis results, a design prototype from the design team, and a roadmap which covers basic premium features, market opportunity, and the tech skills that are required to build Spacelift. So what I'm going to focus on is the user segmentation, who are busy professionals, have the lack of time to organize the cluttered space in their home. And that's where they are tech savvy as well, who would welcome an AI powered solution. So I did the voice of customer insights, how often people would like to reorganize their closet is 50% of the time. And what usually triggers them is 80% of the time it gets too much cluttered. And this is all coming from our voice of customer insights. And what I'm sharing here is what is the most frustrating part, where 80% of people felt they can't keep their closet consistently organized over time. So, and how much time people waste in searching for items to reorg is 50% of the time, and it's happening frequently. So we do have 80% of the time people are trying to buy products that are not giving them the solution they want, which puts them repetitively into reorganizing their closet. And this is something, from the actual voice, what they prefer to have is something like a robot, like funny expectations from our users. Like Optimus, a voice assistant, a virtual bot, things like that. And with that in mind, what provided the set of premium features that Spacelift could offer, what stands out is product recommendations with direct links, which is 80%, and virtual try-on for home organization, which is 60%. And when how do we use an online, how do people welcome an AI solution, or is there any current products in the market? No. So this is where our market area is that we can focus on. And I have arrived this validation report coming out of the hypothesis. We are not just working on the hypothesis. Spacelift AI is going to provide AI solutions that are strongly validated, 80% by our customers, and providing AI solutions with AI powered. Insight summary. So what pain points are we targeting? Too much time spent on decluttering, and it keeps repeating consistently, people trying to organize their space, and not enough or wrong items purchased that did not solve their problem. This is the problem area that we are going to focus. And our goal is to give a visual appeal, not just the solution, visual, giving them the try-on visual appeal and the solution, which is sustainable. And what is the AI comfort level is also we need to keep in mind, because AI must feel assistive to suggest products and layouts, and not intrusive. And I would like to quickly show the design that our design team built. And it's a 3-step solution. It's a Spacelift. It comes with the 3-step solutions to your cluttered spaces. And
Come on, I have to drive you, girls.
Sorry, I've been okay. So the step 2, the step 1 starts with a mobile, from a mobile app. Any user would capture this cluttered space, upload it, and the AI solution, which is the Spacelift second page, would come up with organizing ideas, suggest them, identifying the objects like supply, what are the cleaning supplies, spray bottles, bins, etc., and giving them multiple solutions with option A, B, and C for the user to pick. And it also provides product links, like we arrived from our hypothesis solution. And going back to my slide, thank you, Ayush and Myrish, for coming up with a quick prototype on this. And next is our roadmap. So what is our roadmap contains? I have a clear idea on what to focus on 1 to 4 weeks in terms of like object detection, uploading the picture, using pre-trained CV models, and focus on categorization with the identified objects, and providing text suggestions with their visuals, and focusing on the privacy mode in mind, having encrypted uploads, and showing the visual for the layout that we are suggesting, or the solution space. And the premium features would come as the first being the AR product recommendations, which AI product recommendations coming from our external vendors that we can partnership with, either Amazon or container stores, links, and so on, that will solve their problems. And I would like to mention about the tech stack that developers would get to work on Spacelift AI. It is having a mobile client. We will use a React Native in the front end, Fast API for API communication, and backend using Python and some machine learning models, LLMs, established YOLO v8, and also data storage, and backend solutions provided by GenAI, which has descriptive deep learning models to come up with those AI solutions. And I would like to focus on the market opportunity we have. As we do not have established products in the market, it's a $12 billion market that's trying to grow, and 100 million plus households struggle with storage options optimization, and we have a strong monetization with monthly subscription and so on. And I would like to touch upon the next steps. We'll come up with a prototype and test, come up with a user validation, run trust in UI, like a beta testing for the product, and come up with a data strategy and marketing options, where we will position markets in the market as Spacelift AI as your personal smart organizing assistant, which is a trusted companion to elevate any space. With that, I am ending my presentation. Thank you so much for your time. Engineers would love to see us join Spacelift and our team, and build this awesome product and bring it to our market. Thank you.
Any questions? Mahim, I asked you to do research last time regarding can existing large language model being able to like have existing labeling. You said it's different pictures, saying that there's a picture, there's a microphone. Can that exist today in the database?
Yes, they do exist in the database. We have OpenGemini lens in the for object detection, where they can identify the objects.
For all types of things?
Yeah, like even any space, any object, like a pen, even a book, things like that, like or a bottle.
Okay. Cool. Anyone else have any questions?
I have one question. Thank you, Mahima, for the awesome presentation. But I have just one question. Like as you have told, it's only text-based suggestion. Can you like go ahead with like AR/VR suggestions as well? Like it will give you AR/VR suggestions on how you set up a project. Will there be features like this?
Sorry, I feel your voice is breaking up a little. Can I get the question again?
Is it okay now?
Yeah, now it's better.
Okay, so as you have told me, like it's a text-based suggestions. So will it be like any kind of features like this, which is completely on AR/VR suggestions? Like it will give you an AR/VR suggestions of how you set up your closet or how you organize your room and everything.
We do not have something that's the exact space that I'm targeting with Spacelift AI to find the solution. We have text-based suggestions from the current models, but even a chat GPT for you to help with, but nothing provides an AR-based solution, which is providing the actual visuals and how to use personalized your space with suggesting layouts and products that would solve the decluttering.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Any other questions?
Okay, no, we're over time. So let's go next team.
It's MediMinder. So you might
Okay,
stop
let's go.
sharing your screen so I can share mine. Can you all see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So I just wanted to set the stage for MediMiner, highlighting two use case, and this is before even letting these people know about MediMinder. So we have I have speaking to a medical doctor who was at their mother-in-law's house, and they found on the kitchen table some medical records, and they found something very alarming. This stood out to them because they're a provider, but the patient, one, either wasn't told or was told and didn't see the urgency of it. We don't know. So with that is how she was able to raise an alarm, and her mother-in-law was able to get a follow-up. Another one is someone who was having low energy and different issues, pains and stuff. They went to the doctor, scheduled appointment, did the usual checkup, and the doctor said everything was fine. They went home until they went Googling, and then they saw something about low vitamin D. So with the low vitamin D, they went back and the doctor was like, okay, sure, let's check it. And that's how the doctor was able to identify that there was low vitamin D. So MediMinder would have solved that issue. MediMinder would have avoided that second visit. So those are some of the things that we're trying to solve. Forgotten information, trying to solve a whole bunch of problem with one goal in mind, having patients be on top of their healthcare and feel confident about what's going on. So the hypothesis, right? So AI can solve the healthcare communication crisis by accurately capturing, translating, and organizing medical information that patient typically forgets and misunderstands. So we're trying to solve using AI to put all these different pieces together. So one of them is transcribing the hospital visit. So in real time, you're able to understand what was said, what's important, and what questions to ask. Also, different things like appointment reminders, providing questions to ask, and helping you make sense of all these results. So then I'll pass it over to Tina.
You want me to go ahead and do
Yeah,
that?
yeah, go
Okay.
ahead and go through the
Go back to the customer persona.
Yeah, this one.
4 and 5, just just keep between 4 and 5. Yeah, I'm not going to share it. So
yeah.
So it's the main two personas are the elderly patient managing like multiple conditions and the remote caregivers. Insight from early interviews show like high caregiver value and a moderate patient adoption guiding feature design. So technically, this affects the notification frequency, multi-device support, and usability requirements. The strategic opportunity, you can go to the next slide, is to focus on the caregivers while also exploring self-use for the younger patient. This means building shared access, customizable notification, and scalable system. How MediMinder workflow works, it's kind of like doctor's visit to actionable insight in a few simple steps. You record the visit and our AI transcripts, summarizes, and generates reminders. Patients get clear, plain language summarizes, and caregivers receive automatic updates, and ongoing tracking helps detect patterns and suggest like intelligent follow-up question. Can you move to the architecture 8 and 9? So yeah, thank you. This is the heart of MediMinder's technical design. So front end is React handle, dashboard, and patient interaction. API layer, Flask and fast API with token-based authentication for secure communication. Service layer is microservices, ML agent, compliance agent, reminder agent, care plan, and identity services. LLM layer, GPT-4, and cloud for summarization and natural language understanding. Data layer is Postgre for transactions, VectorDB for semantic search, and S3 for recording and PDFs. Our roadmap is pretty validate the core and functionality quickly, like week 1 to 2, foundation, authentication, basic UI. Week 3 to 4 is audio recording, AI transcription, summarization. Week 5 to 6 is caregiver sharing, notifications, smart reminders. Week 7 to 8 is testing, security audit, and beta launch. Now, I did like to hand it over to our talent design team, Cromwell, Arun, and Chibuze, who will walk us through the MediMinder UX UI.
Okay, I'll stop sharing my screen now. So Cromwell, you can share your screen.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you see my screen?
No.
Not yet. Yeah, go.
Okay. So this is the landing page for our web and mobile application. So it has all of the information that was mentioned previously. So the product features here, and also who the product is for, and the metrics to explain like why the solution is so important. So if you are a first-time user experience, it'll take you to this onboarding screen where you can fill out all of the relevant fields, allow access, and then it'll take you to the actual MediMinder application. So here is that mobile UI. Imagine you are a patient in the doctor's office. It's easy as just a single tap. The application will start recording, and then when you are finished, the summary of that conversation with your doctor and the notes and the full transcription will show up in your journal. Based on all of this information, AI will then generate reminders for you and about your important action items, and also suggest questions to ask your doctor before and after your next visit. So you're not left with unanswered questions or like wondering what to do next. The last tab that we have is caregiver profile. So you can add your trusted caregiver and also relevant family information to also keep them into the loop about your healthcare.
Thank you, Chrome.
And yeah, I'll stop sharing now.
Yeah.
Yeah, any questions? And yeah, it has to be a mobile for the transcription to work unless you're working around with your laptop. It has to be a mobile device so that it's easy. So yeah, does anyone have any questions?
Okay. You need I think the engineering research maybe you want to share the screen.
Okay, yeah, let me do that.
I should be slide number 12.
Okay.
No, top of that. Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
So it's like to be built on MediMinder, we need help across front-end dashboards, back-end APIs and pipelines, AI ML for transcription and summaries, HIPAA compliant cloud infrastructure, and integration for reminders and notification. On the design side, UX, UI, prototyping, and user research are the key. So I said, we are building a system that blends AI with empathy to improve patient care and caregiver confidence. So come join our team MediMinder and help us shape the future for healthcare. Thank you.
Thank you, Tina.
Any question?
Cool, very good presentation. One thing about scope. Creating an app is more complex than putting the same thing on a web portal. You guys need to manage your scope. Okay, I want you to make sure the AI element is working first by creating you can do the shape of app. on web portal first, make it working, and then you move over to like iOS app. Makes sense? Because once you put the same thing in the app, it's a different layer of engineering complexity. Okay, we're AI Bootcamp, not mobile app Bootcamp, because mobile apps different things. But we do have students who put things on mobile app. But step number one is make sure the AI element is working. And then if we have extra time resources, then we'll see you can move it to the mobile app version.
Okay.
Okay, let's make sure that our roadmap is clear. Not like day one, let's move to mobile app. Then you will say, well, put this and this on mobile app, iOS, like become, then you are solving iOS problems inside the AI problem.
Okay.
Yeah, we have many students have done that before. So make sure you can do it on a, the website version, but it's very narrow, looks like a phone.
Okay.
You can do that way so you can record stuff. You're working. Okay, great, cool. If we move the same code to mobile app, what's it look like is a mobile app challenges. Okay, so do 2 phases for your product.
Okay, makes sense.
Right. So this was mainly for the web page. We were looking at the first for the first MVP to go in, and then like Android, and then like iOS.
Yeah, you'll do iOS later on.
Later on, exactly.
Yeah, later on. See if it was in scope or not. So make sure AI is working. If your AI is easy to build, done. And then voice integration, perfect. Okay, now let's have more time. Let's on app, no problem, right? So make sure it's working first.
Right.
Okay, any more questions, even though we're at time?
Oh, I have a question.
Okay.
Is this a product which just gives you a recommendation or the remedy for the general medicine, or for the major disease like Alzheimer or anything?
So it's not to replace the physician, but it might, if you're having signs, because you're able to put in your symptoms. So as you're putting symptoms, it's able to like lead you, and then you're able to, schedule an appointment and follow up with the doctor about what symptoms you're having. So yeah, it's kind of guiding you.
So it's from the scratch, basic, general medicine till this detecting the symptoms of the major diseases. Oh, you're up to this, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can I ask a question also?
Yes.
How will you manage the psychological impact on the patients? Like when they describe their medicine or they describe their symptoms, sometimes AI or the internet could give them like very dangerous explanations about their symptoms. So how would you manage this to not impact their psychological mind negatively?
Yeah, so we're definitely going to keep that in mind. Like, I know doctors hate like WebMD, because WebMD tells everyone they have brain tumor. So we're not doing that. We're just kind of like guiding your thoughts and questions to ask that the provider will be able to understand without scaring anybody and jumping to conclusion. We are not replacing providers.
Okay.
There will be like clear boundaries. You have
Yeah.
like soft language, not like all the medical jargon. So there will be like guardrails against those kind of like language or anything that makes them like, anxious.
Okay. Thank you.
You know how when people are doing like radiology, they do the scan, but they can never tell you what they see. It has to come from a provider. So we're definitely going to keep that in mind and make sure we're not diagnosing anyone.
Okay.
Okay. Overtime. Next one.
Okay.
It's
Thank you.
called verify lens.
Right, just a second. And I suppose now you can see my screen. Okay, so I'm super excited to share Verify Lens today, AI-powered real-time fact-checking, and our goal is super simple. So we want to deliver a truth at the speed of speech, so anyone can trust what they hear while they're hearing it. And we have a highly skilled and experienced team of 3 product managers, Jason, who is the author of this idea and who's been preaching first today, and amazing Lily, as well as 3 highly skilled designers, Said, Sadishka, and Hadil. Nowadays, we are drowning in misinformation, and false claims spread at 6 times faster than corrections. And by the time experts respond, millions already move on. And this actually hurts everyone. Politicians cite wrong numbers, companies cherry-pick stats, professors use old research, and public officials misstate facts. And the world needs a way to check claims as they are spoken, not hours later. So who really needs Verify Lens? Meet our first hero, Sarah, a political journalist in DC. During debates, she has seconds to publish accurate updates. She needs quick checks, clear confidence scores, and multiple reliable sources. Her pain today is that traditional fact-checking is too slow, and especially when several speakers are talking. So Verify Lens is built to be a live assistant she can trust. Our second hero today is Marcus, a college student. He wants to know if a professor reference is accurate and if claims is still holds up. So he needs fact checks, safe citation, and help spotting outdated sources. And Verify Lens helps students like Marcus study smarter and avoid spreading old and false information. So our students told us, the students we asked told us that they would use a web app which is mobile friendly, and they would pay for high quality citation and be able to share this information on social media. At the same time, journalists we interviewed told us that AI must support, not replace them, and attribution and accuracy should be first placed. So we designed Verify Lens to build citation first with visible confidence scores and human control. And our amazing product manager, trying to launch the video. Our amazing product manager, Jason, has created a proof of concept, which is workable already. And it works super simple. You just simply click start listening, and on the left side, a live transcript appears. And on the right side, fact-checking cards show what is true, misleading, or false information, as well as sources behind it. And counters at the bottom show how many claims have been detected and verified. It's super fast, clear, and built for live moments. So to summarize, Verify Lens works super simple in 4 steps. Firstly, you listen to any audio debates, lectures, meetings, broadcasts. You detect statements that can be checked and verify them through trusted sources and display results in under 3 seconds with citation you can open. So why now, you may ask? Because the need is super massive. There is a 10 billion fact-checking market, and 73% of people say they don't trust media. 500 million watch political content, and misinformation is speeding up. So our first target is to focus on media companies, as well as individual truth seekers, government, and civic groups. Traditional fact-checking sites are valuable, but they are not designed for real-time audio or sub-3-second responses. NewsGuard application covers many domains, but not live speech. And Verify Lens is different. It's real-time, AI-powered, live audio native, multi-domain with browser extension, web app application, and API, so partners can plug truth checking into their own products. Our business model is super simple. We're going to launch the subscription model for students, professionals, enterprises, and education and government. And during the first year of the roadmap, product roadmap, we are going to focus, we're going to launch the MVP focused on politics and journalism with core data sources. And it's going to be a web app and Chrome extension and sub-3-second checks. We defined success metrics for the products, which are transcription accuracy about 95%, claim detection above 85%, 60% of new users activated, and 40% monthly retention. In 5 weeks, we are going to develop the core features like real-time speech to text, AI claim extraction, 5 trusted government APIs, verification in 3 seconds, and confidence scoring. And in order to deliver these 5 core features, we've split them into certain sprints to make sure that we are on track. And for now, we are 60% complete to ready and ready to build the MVP. So far, we've defined the problem. We completed hypothesis, made data strategy and customer validation. Our amazing designer, Said, has developed a super user-friendly, very clear design of the web application, but mobile-friendly one. So it has several accesses. You can either sign in with Google, Apple, or email, or start a quick access using 10 free checks per day. You should allow microphone access, and you get to the home page. You start listening to any news, broadcast, whatever, and you get the detected claims over here, true, false, or misleading. So once it's done, you can also use the transcript or hide it, as well as view the analytics. So as a team, we are, for the 5 weeks MVP stage, we are looking for 3 backend AI engineers, 1 front-end engineer, and a data engineer as well. So for the stack, we are going to use Open AI Whisper for speech, ChatGPT and Perplexity for claim analysis, React and WebSocket for real-time UI, Node.js and Redis for the backend, and free government APIs. So let's make truth competitive again. Thank you so much.
Cool. Very good presentation. Good job, actually.
Thank you.
Very good. Any questions for anybody? No? Great presentation, actually. This is a very, very good intern presentation. Let's build it. Good job, Tatiana. I know Jason putting some work into this as well because originally your idea. Let's make sure this comes true. This is great. Okay, so next one, based on the sequence, ticker plus pulse. You guys changed the names. I don't even know which one is which. What's that? What is ticker pulse?
We didn't change the name. That was from the beginning, Dr. Nancy. Ticker pulse, like stock sentiment analysis.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Okay, I'll present it. So do we have the time ticker? All right, I'm starting. Is that okay? Okay, so we are introducing today, exciting, very excited to introduce Ticker Pulse. Our team is myself, Cynthia, Tina, Ulka, and Chang and Bhargavi, our designers. So the vision is to deliver trusted real-time AI insights, delivering trusted real-time AI insights that empower, real-time, fast, confident decisions. So it provides the most trusted and time-efficient AI platform for actionable market catalysts. Whenever there is any sentiment changes or any catalyst changing happens for your particular ticker, which we are monitoring. So it generates beyond sentiment scores. It gives all the verifiable analysis, identifying real-time market moving events. And also it empowers time-constrained traders, like designed especially for active swing and hybrid part-time traders. It reduces decision time from minutes to seconds. And our main customer persona, sub-customer segments for retail investors or active swing trader, the most pressing need is to have specific verifiable catalyst behind the change or behind the sentiment. And hybrid or part-time traders, he needs high conviction signals worth interrupting his job for filter. I mean, it should be filtered from market noise. And sophisticated long-term investor, immediate red flag alerts for any risks threatening core investment thesis. Over to Cynthia.
Thank you. Can you next slide, please? Based on the customer persona we identified, we conducted a voice of customer survey to learn about their pain point, and including they often feel very overwhelmed by too much information, and this information doesn't give consensus signal for them to make a decision to react on. They have too much noise, and they also lack of credible sources. And next slide, please. And so some of the desired features that will help them to solve these challenges are they will want to have customized rules and earnings day mode, and summary of headlines to reduce noise. So we are going to include these features into our MVP serials. And next slide, please. But before that, we also look into the current existing players in the market, including Bloomberg, Ravenpack, Centify, and TradingView and Seeking Alphas, and identify some of the market opportunities for us, including fair pricing, personalized watch list first agents, and implement advanced noise control. And next slide, please. And for our MVP, we are going to prioritize speed, trust, and workflows, and some of the features that we are going to include. And for sure, the first one is to prioritize precision over volume. And we're going to default 2 to 3 alerts per ticket per day. And every alert must be audible. So that means we will have credible sources for our user to track where this information is coming from so that they can reduce their noise. And next slide, please. And we want to make sure that our information provided to our user, it's timely. So speed matters a lot in stock market. So often all of information that they get online is lagging behind. So we want to make sure that they will have this information at least on the spot timely so that they can make timely reaction based on that. And next slide, please. So the value proposition for our product. So this is our AI hypothesis. And if you can switch to the next slide. So we want to deliver real-time source-cited catalyst alert with 80% precision for up to 20 tickers so that our user can act within minutes to trade or hedge, cutting their research time by 60% so that we can monetize about $30 per month. And now I'm going to pass on to Tina to talk about our roadmap.
Thank you, Cynthia. Our phase one is Catalyst MVP delivers real-time detection and agentic summaries for early adopters. Week 1 to 2 build like core engine, integrate new social feeds, detect sentiment shifts, enable ticker queries, and the basic watch list. For week 3 and 4, we pilot with 10 to 15 traders to test alerts and gather feedback. Week 5 to 6, refine model using pilot data, expand sources, and reduce false positive. And week 7 to 8, optimize for scale, QA, launch alert intelligence library, and track adoption. So the goal is a trader validated, production ready platform with proven accuracy and engagement. Back to you, Srivan.
Okay, thank you. So that was MVP roadmap, mentioned by Tina. But there are like phase 2 and phase 3 in the strategy, the roadmap, like for portfolio risk and integration, add fundamental risk filter and API brokerage integration for execution. So you can do the end-to-end buy and sell on the same platform. Based upon the alerts and based upon the confidence you have, based on the information given through the AI agent. And next comes introducing predictive analytics for that is even giving even more predictive analytics in the later phases. So coming to architecture, it's AI driven architecture. As you saw, it's seamlessly integrating AI intelligence. And also we have backend data pipelines. On the high level, we have 3 layers. One is plumbing layer, which we call data layer. It delivers real-time data pipelines with very low latency and built-in fault tolerance. And then comes, once the data is on your infrastructure, we have the intelligence layer. This is basically agentic AI layer, which uses LLMs and for finance, tuned for finance. So intelligence layer, it transforms raw text into actionable sentiment insights using AI and agentic frameworks. And there is a third layer, which is a presentation layer, which gives you alerts, which we will give a mock demo after this presentation. So on the high level, I just want to go through on the high level, the layer 1, it can be any streaming platform. It can be Apache Kafka, it can be AWS Kinesis. It gets the data from the producers, and we have fundamental topics for getting the market data and also storing the sentiment scores and alert notifications. Then the processing, it is the agents, all the agentic layer. We have the sentiment agent. We can use the backend. I mean, fast API and also the models like Finbert or WADR. But we will take the help of data scientists to evaluate and come up with a finalized model. We will be using Python microservices architecture. And there is alert service which gets the data from Kafka, the sentiment scores, and produces alerts. And there is LLM orchestration service using land graph, which orchestrates the entire flow from the user to the alerts. And then the tool execution service based on the API calls, we'll be calling external tools for empowering the real-time alerts. And there's a persistence layer, PostgreSQL for user profiles, authentication, alert configurations, and we will leverage vector databases and RAG layer in the future or current, based on how the MVP goes. We have that in the roadmap, the RAG layer and the vector databases. And the presentation layer, we have React, to use for the presentation layer, and we have WebSocket Gateway for real-time delivery. And coming with to the agentic AI frameworks powering financial intelligence, specifically, we need to fine-tune LLMs and also NLP for accurate financial sentiment analysis. And we will enable agentic orchestration, like I mentioned, and integrate RAG to supply LLMs with real-time, context-rich financial data, and use vector databases to implement semantic search. And we need the core expectation from the engineers who join this team is to have develop the reliable agentic layer and also like reliable data pipelines. We need 1 to 2 front-end developers and one front-end developer ideally, and 2 to 3 back-end developers, but back-end developers, 3 back-end developers ideally, and 1 data scientist and 1 tech lead to oversee development. And core skills include AI/ML, real-time data pipeline development, and full-stack engineering for a scalable, robust platform. And I have just a quick pitch to why join us. Join the AI and cloud innovation revolution, unlock in-demand skills, and you will be mastering cutting-edge AI skills, right? Agentic and generative AI, RAG, prompt engineering, LLM operations, NLP, cloud computing. And you have the opportunity to whoever is ready to challenge themselves, you deepen expertise. You can deepen expertise in system design and architecture. Will receive guided mentorship from us. I am the engineering manager plus product, and I have 10 years experience on this AI infrastructure and the architecture. I can guide and I can give them mentorship, whoever wants to join, and to master the latest high demand skills. And the last slide, you will receive continuous support throughout the project journey. You will earn official skill validation to showcase on LinkedIn. You will enhance your professional profile with recognized credentials, and we will make niche AI and cloud skills more marketable, and you will boost career opportunities. And this is our pitch. Any questions? We are done, Dr. Nance.
Cool. Great. Your scope of work, can you stop sharing? I can see myself for your screen sharing. Very fast.
Yes.
So your scope of work is pretty big. I want you to prioritize things on your roadmap and be dynamic. Understand we're using agile methodology. You really need to understand what's the number one thing you must do and go see how much things on your roadmap can be done. Your scope is actually very big. With analytics,
fine.
different type of AI agent workflow, right? So all of us, especially the senior PM, you understand when you build real life AI product in your current company, they use agile was because sometimes you plan this should be done in 3 months, end up getting done in 6 months. This is typical in real life after you guys start to work as well. So therefore, we will follow the same process when scope is very big. I really think scope is pretty big. So use agile as wow, what's the number one thing you need to do now? Okay, the extra time, do next sprint, next sprint instead of I need to get everything done. Because in real life, when people work for fan companies, it's always, yeah, I plan for 3 months, we'll get it done, right? Never that way. So, but I do like the advanced features you guys have. My worry is the scope is really big. We may or may not finish everything you just said. But the technology wise, I think will be a great exercise for everyone to implement, see how much we can do. Cool. Anyone, any questions?
Got it.
Anyone, any questions? Anyone, any questions? No? If not, next team, get ready. Oh, AI interview, we have 2 more to go. AI interview right here. The rest is duplicate.
Yep. So I'm presenting on behalf of Cheryl.
Okay.
All right, so few folks may know me. I'm your AI mentor, but I've also worked in your shoes as well on this particular product as a PMA AI interviewer. I am presenting on behalf of the team lead, Cheryl, who can't make it today. But a little bit about what this is. This is basically a personalized AI-driven interview preparation platform for product managers, aka all of you. If you would like to take a look, this should be made available to you all. So we're actually live and we're looking to launch this externally to beyond just PMA students, this cohort. And basically, who is this group? We're a group of experienced PMs, engineers, and data scientists. We've been working together for the last like 6 months. And we, in the launched cohort, we actually placed number 3 in cohort 2. So what are the opportunities? So this product is a little bit different from the other cohorts. This is a live product. We have been working on this for multiple sessions. So what this means is that everything that you work on, everything that you do, it impacts users today. So we've gone beyond the prototyping phase in terms of getting the base product up and running, and we are looking at doing product enhancements. So a little bit about our users. So we have 3 different user personas that we look at. So one is the aspiring product manager. So they're the folks who, are just starting, just learning about product management. They're seeking practice for like the typical common PM questions, and they're really aiming to build confidence. The second user that we're looking at is a career transitioner. So this typically is a profile of a person who has been working for, a few years, they're mid in career, and they potentially have worked with product managers before, so they know what product managers needs to do. They see the day-to-day, but they do need help bridging knowledge gaps and, being able to leverage the right frameworks and the right terminology to be able to interview well and successfully as a product manager. The third but not least, we also have experienced product managers. So these folks are, folks who have been doing product manager roles for maybe a year or 2 or potentially more, but they need help with interviewing, practicing for interviewing for more senior roles. So we're talking things like product metric, product execution type of questions where, interviewers are really looking for seasoned product approaches versus the common, more common product sense questions. So these are some screenshots of the beta versions that are live. You can also have a link to the 60-second demo before, but also for yourself, you can also be able to take a look at the portal and test it out. We have past transcripts where you can take a look at exactly what you said in interacting with the AI. We also do have interview feedback for every single session that you do run with the product. So roadmap, we are currently in the future state of the roadmap, and the exciting thing that we're working on this particular cohort is that we are introducing multi-agent architecture. So we do have a multi-agent prototype in which we're leveraging multiple agents to take the user answer and evaluate in multiple methods how to best provide the feedback in various different ways. There's also a multi-agent consensus building agent and evaluation agent that takes all of the answers into consideration and then deciding what will give the best feedback. So this is really exciting. That's a little bit different. We are starting with the behavioral questions first, and then we want to expand that potentially even to the product sense questions. Why join us? So something compelling for folks that would, if you're looking into it, well, like, what do I get out of this? I believe this first bullet point is extremely, extremely compelling. Launching an AI interviewer product leveraging multi-agent architecture to an X amount of users. This is directly after, joining this team for this cohort. You can put this directly on your resume. We're also looking at, implementing a robust evaluation framework. So for those who have been paying more attention to, some of the AI news and what's hot in AI, evaluations are one of the things that folks in the industry are increasingly concerned about. In terms of the best base models at this point in time have about a 15 to 17% hallucination rate. So companies are always interested in saying like, hey, like how do you verify that the AI is actually doing what it needs to do and is accurate, truthful, and does no harm? So this is something also the team is looking at being able to do. And again, a very strong, compelling resume point for those that want to, secure your next role as a AI product manager. Other things we're looking at is integrating payment options to enable subscription billing and admin functionality. This sounds really boring, but if folks are looking into, enterprise roles, being familiar with payment systems, especially frameworks that are relevant for SaaS, if you have no prior experience in it, will be really useful as well. So what we are looking for, we are looking for 2 to 3 backend developers, preferably with prior experience in AI and RAG. Also the backend is in Node.js. So if you have some of those experiences, that would be quite relevant and we'll be able to slot you in quite quickly. We are also looking for 1 to 2 front-end developers, preferably with mobile app or React Native experience. Again, this is a live product, so we will have a strong preference for those who are already fluent in these languages and frameworks. All right. Any questions?
Cool. Any questions? The product is
have a
already
question.
live. Everyone can use.
Oh.
Yeah, Mahima.
So, hi, Linda. So I'm just curious, like is it a part of one of the cohort ideas that we have been trying to, build on still, or how is this?
Yeah, so this is a live product that started in Cohort 2. So it
Okay.
has continued since Cohort 2 until now. We've been developing and iterating and launching it. This is a product that's actually sponsored by Dr. Lee. It is a product that is considered a product of behalf of PMA, the PMA
Okay.
program.
So basically, even our PMA Bootcamp members would be able to leverage.
That I think I don't know the answer to that. I don't know, Dr. Lee, if you can answer who's eligible to leverage it, but I think there's a distinction if you have I don't know if there's a distinction if you have PMA or AI Bootcamp only and who can get access to it.
Is PMA is the other program will have unlimited job interviews. That's included. So that's why we give the AI interviewer as an unlimited job interview companion. If you only sign up for AI Bootcamp, it's only available during your 11 weeks during the bootcamp because the focus different teams, program very different. But you guys are welcome to use it during the 11 weeks if you only sign up for AI Bootcamp. It's free for all of you guys. And then we charge people outside the program to use it.
Okay. So regarding the customer segmentation, I just need looking for a clarification. As you mentioned, the focus is to start with on the behavioral. So not just PM folks are into behavioral, like anybody, right? So I would say I just wanted to get some clarity on what is the target consumer here, because in my view, it's not just if it is PMs
Yeah.
for behavioral, right?
Yeah, so we have currently 2 types of questions live. One is the product sense and one is behavioral. I personally think this should continually be targeted towards product managers, because one, product managers, they typically have higher disposable income. So if they wanted to pay for the service, they'd be more likely to pay. Two, I think the more difficult part about interviewing is not actually the behavioral questions, it's the product sense and the product specific questions. I don't know what all of you, if you've started on, practicing for interviews for a product manager or if you have been, but something that I've personally found difficult about practicing for these types of interviews is finding an appropriate person to judge my interview. If I have, a friend just evaluate, they won't be able to tell if I hit like inappropriate points or not. They won't be able to tell if I like leverage frameworks or show product thinking. Like they might just say, hey, like this sounds good, and then call it a day. So I won't be able to get good feedback. So the differentiation of this product is that it is focused on product managers, even though behavioral questions can be applicable to many different types of roles.
Yeah. So in that sense, like product sense has a lot of creativity in it, like how the user is, their thinking pattern, like how what is the market opportunity, things like that. It's like a lot of things to take into account in terms of judging or giving feedback. So it's interesting. I would like to get a beta version to try it out.
Okay, let's take
And
the next question, Srini, quickly, but over time. And also,
just quick question, please. Linda, like, is this only for PM or even AI PM interviews?
So at the moment, the product is focused on general PM roles. So we don't have it specialized
Okay.
towards a particular industry yet.
And Dr. Nancy, I really, apologize, but I forgot to give the mock-up during my ticker pulse. Can I take 2 minutes for my designer to give mock-up?
mock-up for
Sorry.
what?
For ticker pulse, just now I presented. I forgot totally in the flow about the mock-up we have.
No, we
developed.
need to stick to the
No?
time. We need to
Okay
stick to
then.
the time, but
Thank you.
you're welcome to record a separate one, put in Discord channel for people to watch. Okay, we are over time. Mahima, can you put a question in the chat? We have next final team come up, and also some engineers ask, can they use the AI interviewer and AI chatbot product we have in the company? Yes, only if you are the top 3 tiers. Only if you're top 3 tiers, I can add the update. Yes, so after you finish the program, the team lead is going to give you different tags, whatever, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and also people doesn't not get a tier. There will be people doesn't get tier based on performance. Okay, you have to be at least the top 3 tiers by your company, and you get free access. Okay, I'm gonna update the reward for engineering team. So that's why it's very important. People very dedicated to build something without building the real life AI product. You what do you say in the interview? You're faking it. Well, you're in trouble. You're faking the interview. Okay. Cool. Last team.
Yes, I
The
think that's us.
AI agent team.
Yes, AI assistant. Okay, let me know when let me share my screen.
Go ahead. Start.
Okay. Okay, timer and go. Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kin, and I'm here with my team, Cynthia, Dilly, Tanya, and Jacob, to introduce Mira, your personal AI assistant. So Mira is designed to give everyday professionals the same leverage that executives get from their executive assistants, but in a more scalable, affordable way. So just a little bit about me. One of my favorite superheroes, always been Iron Man, not because of his flashy suits, but because he gets to focus on doing what he likes to do, just tinkering and building. But in his regular life, he has Pepper Potts to run the business, and Jarvis, his AI assistant, basically manages everything else. Now, what we're thinking is we can't build you a Pepper Potts, but I think we can get you pretty close to building a Jarvis. And that's what Mira is all about, giving everyday professionals the same kind of leverage. So here's the problem statement. Executive assistants save leaders over 8 hours per week, managing their emails, calendars, and tasks. They boost efficiency by almost 75%. But here's the issue. Not everyone is lucky enough to have executive assistants. Not everyone can find 8 hours a day or 8 hours a week to spend on their calendars, tasks, and emails. The vast majority of the professionals, we don't get this kind of support. And if you're a working at home parent, then you're definitely not getting this kind of support. So again, we're stuck managing mundane tasks for about 4 to 8 hours a week and doing things manually. So when you look at the productivity gap between the executives and regular people that work, it's a huge difference. So our vision is simple. What we're trying to do is we want Mira to save you time so you can go back to doing the things you love, whether that's something in your personal life, in bettering yourself through your profession, whatever it is. We just want to give you back more time. Now I'm going to turn this over to Cynthia, who will talk about our target audience, their needs, and then back over to myself where I'll talk about the MVP and scope.
Thank you, Ken. Next slide, please. So we are building a product for middle-class working parents who value efficiency and family time, but often feel overwhelmed by meeting conflicts, unread emails, and notifications. And they are seeking convenient, high-quality, value-driven tools. And Mira is here to increase their productivity and give them back the time to do the things that they love. And next slide, please. And given these the target audience, we conducted a survey and received about 30 responses from them, and to learn about their pain points and product features that will help with these challenges. And based on their insights, the top desired features are smart calendar management for both work and personal life, hands-free email triage, proactive reminders, and concise brief of emails, meetings, and tasks. And we are going to incorporate these features into our MVP 0. And next slide, please. But before that, we also look into some of the existing players that's in the market. Most of the big firm already had their AI voice assistant, but they are very pricey. For example, Perplexity AI and GPT Pulse are offering this feature at $200 per month. It is not a price point that a mass audience can benefit from, and there is no single product that provides all the features our target audience are looking for. So Mira is the all-in-one solution for them. And next slide, please. So for our AI hypothesis, if Mira manages email, calendar, and reminder hands-free with 90% precision for busy professional, and user can at least claim back 30 to 45 minutes per day to focus on what they love. And we are going to monetize at around $30 per month per user. And I'm going to pass back to Ken to discuss our MVP.
Sure. Thank you, Cynthia. So our MVP focuses on being rock solid in a narrow set of use cases. The core features include morning and evening and daily briefs, as well as vacation catch-ups. Oftentimes people go on vacation and they have hundreds of emails to go through. Those are our essential use cases. From Google. Yes. So as well, we have email summarization, task identification, and smart calendar management. Technically, this is powered by large language models and automation tools like Gmail, Outlook, integrations, Google Calendar, voice APIs, etc. But the key is trust, because in our survey, we found that the majority of people, if it's not working right from the beginning, they're just going to abandon their product and stop using it. So the challenge is how do we build that trust and build that foundation for continued use. So this is our proposed tech stack. We're starting with a web-based client in JavaScript, keeping it lightweight for fast iteration. After MVP 1, we'll migrate to a mobile solution. At the heart of our system is an AI orchestration layer. We're currently testing open source models, local open source models with DeepSeek, and probably Whisper for handling real-time voice transcription. This gives Mira a natural voice and language understanding right out of the gate. The back end, we're designing for scalability and safety. We're using Fast API or Nest.js as the API gateway, PostgreSQL for core data, Redis, and caching, and Celery or BullMQ for asynchronous job processing. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. I'm going to share this slide so you can browse at our tech stack. And I'm going to turn it over to our designers now who have mocked up a couple of wireframes on the mobile solution. Tanya?
Thank you, Ken. So our onboarding process consists of 3 main touch points. Is the authentication, where users can log in either with Face ID, Google or Apple. And then there is a short permission flow. After the MIC access is granted, Mira starts to talk to users and it feels more natural and friendly. Lastly, Mira asks what she should focus on for the user, enabling quick personalization. And after onboarding, users jump onto their homepage. Next slide, please. So instantly, Mira starts talking to users, asking what you should do for them, unless they want to unmute her and just type in the request in the input field on the bottom. And also there is an action panel, which shows the reasoning of Mira. There is a dashboard as well on the last screen with a quick overview, daily brief, emails, and events, as well as reminders. That's it for the 5 frames. I'll pass it on to Ken.
Thank you. So we kept our presentation short, but how we feel we stand out is our edge is simple. We get things done. So great ideas are everywhere, but turning them into something real, that's the hard part. And that's where we hope we can highlight we can stand out. We're not just building a prototype, we're trying to build this towards a real product, something that people will actually enjoy and use on an everyday. MVP 0 is all about proving all the use cases that Mira really works, that our workflows and features make life easier. And then MVP 1 is about launching to some sort of an app store, getting Mira into people's hands and starting with busy professionals like me and so many others on our team. We're really building this for ourselves, selfishly. From there, we'll scale, we'll bring Mira to more people who will eventually join into the workplace. We want Mira to be something we're proud of, the kind of product you can point to and say, hey, I helped build that. So execution isn't just what we do, it's how we make something truly useful and something that lasts. So on behalf of the team, I want to thank you for your time. I welcome anyone interested to join us. We're looking for data scientists, we're looking for front-end developers, back-end developers. This is a huge mission and we'll need all hands we can take. Thank
Cool.
you, Doctor. Yeah.
Yeah, very good presentation. Anyone, any questions? Also on time as well. I hope it works. Just like need to make it work.
We'll make it work, Nancy.
Yeah. It's a very cool thing that's available people use.
One thing I forgot to mention, we want it to be a voice first. So right off the gate, I don't know if it was particularly clear. That's why there's a voice orb in the UI. We want you to be chatting. So our use case would be if you're driving to your work, if you're, by yourself cooking or whatever the case is, you can actually talk to Mira hands-free. But the option is there for you to type. That's why we have the chat box at the bottom. So we want it to be voice first, but then, chat second as a backup.
Yeah. Okay. So I want you guys to implement each features one by one, maybe get started, schedule things on calendar, and next do something else, layer on top each other. Even one small feature get done would be really cool. Schedule a meeting for my calendar with someone else. I think sounds really cool. Just even doing that is really cool, right? So do step by step using the agile methodology. See how many more features we can build, but we need to secure, guarantee success. Okay, cool. Because nobody do that right now. Just a voice check. It's like schedule a meeting between me and Kim at 10 p.m. tomorrow. Look up is any conflict or not, right? So hopefully people can do it right now.
I have
Cool.
a quick question. So what is the privacy isn't that a privacy concern, like where we are talking? What is it that taken into account in terms of like, as initially like Alexa coming and so it's something like an extension of an Alexa, which gets into a personal assistant where I see myself as a user who will have privacy concern in terms of using it.
Yep. Great question. So that's why we're choosing in our LLM model, we're not choosing like a online model like ChatGPT. This was something that was raised to us. That's why we're using local LLMs, local models to do everything in-house. And when when you first sign up, we're gonna ask you, hey, do you give us permissions to use your emails and your calendars, like any application, right? So once you sign up, you can be sure that we're not sharing your information with anyone else. That's why we're keeping things local.
Okay. Yeah, in terms of like, yeah, even sharing my inbox, it has lot many details. I think, I mean, I see as a PM, I would like to come up with suggestions of keywords, only sharing certain specific info about my Outlook or my Gmail access, like, because this is really, really private to me. What I'm going to share to my personal assistant. I think the customer should have a lot of control over the specific areas that I need help with on assistant, on not just take over the control from me. It's just my privacy, my thinking. That's
cool. We are over time. We appreciate all the feedback. So feel free to share all the feedback questions with each other. The conversation continues within Discord channel. Now I like to talk about next step. Okay, all engineers, data scientists, you are not matched, but you need to submit a form that Anil Thomas already put in the Discord channel as well as in the Zoom chat earlier. You must enter your selection within 24 hours. If you couldn't join us live today, you need to watch it as soon as possible. Within 24 hours, cast your vote. You can choose up to 3 teams. And then we're going to assign a different developer based on strengths, different interests to different teams. And for the full transparency for all my PMs, if not enough engineers interested in your project, your idea get killed. Why? We cannot twist people's arms and you must work on that product. No, that's not what we do. Okay, so therefore, the quality of today's pitch is extremely important. If you don't get buy-in, people are not interested in doing your project, you get killed as well. But if your project is really great, we have seen some teams, you will see last cohort, the top 2 teams, the top 2 teams, you saw them already. Their product is already a website people can log in and use because some team have 16 engineers, like so many, right? Because it's so good. Everybody just want to join the team. Of course, we'll try to distribute some engineer to other teams as well. But because the pitch is perfect and people have a perfect alignment, so many engineers join those teams. And their idea is just the product is so amazing. Now we have so many products from last cohort you can directly use. Okay, which also means that if idea is not good, you only have 1 engineer join your team. In that case, maybe 2 engineers, right? In that case, it's just you kill your idea. I will talk to you privately, right? But why? Because two engineers, what can you do? I'd rather you merge with other people's team, with build amazing product people can use from day one. I said that earlier since week 2 when I kill product ideas. We don't like small, unpopular ideas. Nobody likes it. You couldn't even convince your team members to join your product. How would you convince your user to use your product? Our goal is to have real user, real product so they can demo and land you a job as an AI engineer, AI product manager, whatever your goal is. It's not to like school playground. It's not what we do. Okay, no hard feelings. If nobody join your team, your ideas will get killed. Sorry about this. I will talk in private so that you don't feel like it's a public announcement that nobody likes your idea. Okay, cool. All right. So team submit your engineers, data scientists submit your vote, and then all the engineer distribution will be managed by Anil Thomas. So he's going to directly make announcement regarding which teams officially have engineers interested, assigned, all of those. Okay, cool. All right. If we have no questions. If no questions, we're going to see you next week.
how much time the engineers have to choose?
24 hours.
24 hours. Okay.
Need to cast a vote in 24 hours.
And
Cool.
what is the minimum number of engineers that can get?
We need minimum 3 engineers, 1 data scientist. We need 4. Minimum 4 is required for each team to be successful based on our track record, launching 40 different real life AI products in the past. If we do not even have 4, I will politely invite you to kill your idea. sorry about this. I said no hard feelings. Okay. Or two engineer, what do you build? I built one thing, you know, then it hurt everyone else. Okay, cool. All right. So, looks, have a great day. Yes, have a great day, everybody. Very exciting, very exciting. PM, good job presenting. I think everyone did a good job presenting your ideas. Okay, cool. All right, talk soon. Good night, guys. Good day, guys.